Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, then welcome. And if you don't want to miss out on weekly pick a card readings like this one each week, don't forget to subscribe. Today's pick a card reading is Who is Obsessed with You and Why? In front of me, I have 4 different options, each with a different shell. Choose the one that really calls out to you. This is Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, and Group 4. If you need more time, you can pause the video now, and if you know which one you want, you can go to the timestamp down below. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. Okay, so who is obsessed with you and why? Okay, so, alright, group number 1, your guys' cards were pretty interesting. Okay, so on one hand, this person who is obsessed with you is like low-key crushing on you. Okay, so they're not like showing any outward action that they're crushing on you, and so it's kind of like, you know, you have like this secret admirer. Okay, so whenever I see this card, it is like, yeah, it's very secretive, like. But at the same time, they're definitely dreaming about you guys and what you could be. Okay, so I feel like you guys aren't in communication currently, but I do feel like they DM you like once in a blue moon to say something. And yeah, especially with both of these cards here, okay? Like all these 3 cards signify that they're laying low, okay? So they're definitely connected with you on social media, so they see what you're doing. But as far as communication goes, I'm not seeing that unless it's once in a blue moon. And when I see this card, it tells me that you might have met them through other friends of yours somehow. And yeah, so like I said, you guys are definitely connected on social media, and you do know of each other, and you do have mutual friends with each other. Okay, and so with the Hermit, I'm also getting the impression that this person is a bit of a lone wolf. Okay, so although, you know, yeah, that's pretty much all that's coming to me as far as that goes. Okay, and so when I see this card, this tells me that your person, they are also like, they definitely have a sense of humor. Okay, so they can be really funny. Also, when I saw this, it made me think, okay, so yeah, this person also might be kind of sarcastic, quick with comebacks, you know, especially with the Jack of Spades that popped up along with that. So definitely, you know, like good with the words. And okay, so I also feel like this person is like a meme king or queen. Okay, so there you go. Think about who on your friends list is all about the memes. Okay, so as much as I think that would help you, it probably doesn't. Like, you probably have a bunch of people that do that. Okay, so all right, yeah, and like I said, they're playing it cool. So this is very low key, but a lot of checking out your social media. Now here is where things take a turn. Actually, before I get into that, possible signs that came out for this person was Capricorn, Pisces, and Scorpio. And of course, possible air sign. It doesn't have to be those though. That could just be strong in their chart. Okay, so here is where things get interesting. Okay, so while they're keeping it low key and it's like low key crushing, you know, like when I said they were dreaming about you, like I'm talking like the sun came out twice. So they're like viewing this through the most optimistic lens that you could possibly view a potential relationship, okay? And yeah, and when I see this, I do feel like, you know, they would want a relationship with you. But even more so than that, like the engagement card came out for this person. So like, yeah. And then my card that says like, when somebody possibly thinks that somebody is the one came out. And I'm just like, whoa, like, okay. So yeah, this person, it's more than just like, oh, I got crush feelings for you. Like they are dreaming about, you know, like thinking like you could be the one that they end up proposing to, which is interesting because I also get the impression that you two have never dated before. Or if you have, it feels like it's very new, you know what I mean? Like, but overall, I'm getting very new energy. So this is all like this person's like potential daydreaming story of what you two could be. Okay, group number 1. This is interesting. Let me know in the comments if you have an idea of who this could be and what you think of that. And if it resonated, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 2. So who is obsessed with you and why? Okay, so right away I'm seeing that the overall energy is that this is a new person that okay, so you guys were somewhat involved with each other, like very briefly, okay? Because it's not like enough to feel like an ex energy, but like you guys were sort of briefly involved. So maybe you two were talking, okay? And I feel like something happened. They overstepped some boundary or something, or like by saying something. And I feel like you kind of like put them in their place, okay? Because I'm getting the impression that there was some kind of a setback because I regret messing things up with you card flew out. And I thought, at first, like, that doesn't make sense, but then it flew out again, and I was like, okay, I see what happened. So this was, like, something like that. Okay, and they want to come back around, though. Like, they don't feel like you guys got off on the right foot, basically. And what's strange is, like, I don't even see how they did that, except for maybe they spoke before thinking, you know, and was kind of rude about something maybe, and maybe they meant to be funny. It was like some kind of misunderstanding along with that, but they view you as being this magical like person, okay? And they're super drawn to your light, okay? And this person definitely has like this independent feel to them, like I don't need a person. So they're naturally like, they get people, you know, people are drawn to them, and they get, you know, they get pursued easily, I feel. And I think that's actually what happened between you two, is they might have came across kind of cocky, and something they said was like kind of arrogant, and I feel like you kind of like were like, yeah, I'm not dealing with this. But they were in no way done with a connection with you. Because when I see this, it says, yeah, they're coming back around, you know, and you could hear from them. And plus with all the aces that came through. So yeah, it's like they're definitely, you know, got this crush on you and want to start something with you. And with the ace of air here, I do feel like you guys are going to hear from them, and they're going to come through with some kind of like honest communication and more mature, tactful communication. I actually feel like, okay, so they're actually kind of wishing they would hear from you, or at least get a sign from you that, you know, you're still interested in this connection. But I do feel like, you know, even if they don't hear from you, that they're going to come through. And I'm actually feeling like they're kind of dreaming about like what you two, like the adventures you two could be taking, you know. And yeah, I feel like this person is definitely into adventure and traveling. and yeah, I see that that's what they want to do with you. And possible signs that came through was Sagittarius and Virgo, but those could just be in their chart or they act like them. And they also view you guys like the queen of water. So even if you're a guy, okay, they view you as being like attractive, and they're like an amazing, they view you as being like this overall like amazing person. Okay, so they love the way you are. And okay, so the other interesting thing that came through with this group was, I feel like, you know, it's kind of like there's something about the way you are that makes this person want to like kind of step up their own game and be a better person, I feel. And like just like switch things up with themselves and their life and the way they are, and like really, like I said, like step up their game and like be the person that, you know, you deserve. So that's really interesting and great, honestly. Okay, group number 2, this is what I see for you. Let me know in the comments if you know who this is, and if it resonated, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 3. Okay, so who is obsessed with you and why? Okay, so right away when I look at your guys' cards, this is definitely somebody that you guys were involved with, so like an ex energy. And when I see this card, it tells me that even though you guys are over with, they're still connected with you somehow and checking out your social media. And I also see with this that they're still like mentioning you to like their friends and stuff. But when I see this card, it kind of tells me though they're also kind of being a bit childish as far as like when they reflect on this connection with you and how things went down. Okay, so a little bit of pettiness and childness with this person. Okay, so all right, we got this person, they're working a lot. Okay, I see that with these cards. And so a lot of their time and energy is on work, and they're just overall a busy person. But I do feel like, again, when they do have the free time, that's when they're checking out your social media and seeing what you're up to, okay? That connection is still there. And what's interesting is it's kind of like, okay, so when I saw this card, it immediately told me this person's kind of got like this secret double life going on. And that is in regards to them being in denial about their feelings. So I'm actually getting that when they do bring you up to friends and this and that, they're definitely in this like denial of like, yeah, you know, I'm over this person. When in reality, it's like they're still like, they still feel super connected and drawn to your like the connection with you. On top of, they're still super attracted to you. Okay. So like the energy tie between you two is still pretty strong. And okay, so here's the other thing. Okay. They have this kind of like 50-50 thing going on where it's like they're almost like juggling in their mind. Like, should I or shouldn't I? Like, you know, contact you, and basically like they're wondering if they should reunite with you. And it's like interesting because a part of them is this hopeless romantic being betrayed here by the King of Cups, and it's like they, you know, like I said, you guys still feel connected to each other even though it's over, and you both still probably check out each other's social media. And it's like, yeah, it's like living a secret life, like not wanting to admit to people that, yeah, they're not over you, and they are wondering if they should like contact you. And they definitely feel torn about that, okay? And, you know, it's like a part of them has this stubborn streak, okay? So they feel like and it goes back with the childishness. It's like they feel like things went down a certain way and they don't know if they want to like reconnect or not. But at the same time, they can't let go of this connection. So yeah, they're weighing this right now. And here's the other one. Okay, so on top of being in denial of their feelings, they will contact you came out. So it's like this person, they're very torn inside, okay? As far as you go, and that is what is keeping them obsessed with this connection. Possible signs that came out for this person is Taurus and Leo, but they don't have to be. It could just be in their chart. And yeah. Okay, group number 3, you guys got this torn person who still has strong feelings for you but is in denial about them and doesn't know if they should contact you or not. But this is what I see for you guys. Okay, group number 3, if this resonated, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 4. Okay, so who is obsessed with you and why? Okay, so instantly when I look at your guys' cards, I feel like this is definitely somebody you were involved with, so an ex. And I feel like when I see this card, that there was a lot of back and forth going on between you two. So it's possible, you know, you guys broke up several times and got back together before the final like breakup I'm seeing. And I'm actually seeing with this card that both of you pretty much like equate this with like they were the right person at the wrong time. Okay, so I'm definitely getting that theme. And possible signs that came out for this person is Sagittarius and Aquarius, but those could just be strong in their chart. Okay, so they don't have to be that. And I'm also getting that you two were like these people who were like always striving. You guys are always striving to be the best version of yourselves, okay? And you two had that in common. And when things were good, it seems like you were like the best versions of yourself, okay? And on top of that, you know, this is definitely like a karmic relationship. And you guys also could have been in a past life together. So I feel like with these two combined, it's kind of like why, even when it's over, you two still feel strongly connected to one another and why they're the ones who came out as being obsessed. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely seeing that, you know, there could have been fighting between you two and just like, you know, both of you feeling hurt and betrayed, you know, once this came to an end. And I'm definitely getting like, you know, there's this I'm single vibe with you guys. On top of that, they feel like you guys are just like, kind of have this spoiled like vibe to you and attitude. And this is how they're viewing it. And like they're getting the impression that you guys just act like you can do whatever, say whatever, do whatever, and then like walk away like nothing ever happened. Like they basically feel like you guys can get away with anything. And this drives them crazy, okay? That's how they're viewing it. And on top of that, so a few messages came out. They feel heartbroken. They have trust issues. They feel hurt and betrayed. And so, and they also low-key miss you, but the dominant energy is definitely this hurt and betrayal. And like when they're looking at your social media, they're like wondering, how how can you like show up like this? Like you don't need them, that you're perfectly okay without them. And they don't get that, and it just basically drives this hurt that they feel like even more so, okay? So it's almost like they re-hurt themselves like every time that they look at your social media, even though they like are drawn to it like a magnet because they still have these strong feelings. So they've got this definite like mixture of like wanting to be over you but not being over you, having the strong feelings as well as the hurt of how you two went down. And then feeling like you could just like, you know, walk away from them and then like post like you're living your best life, and it drives them crazy. They don't understand how, if what you guys had was real. Okay, group number 4, this is what I see for you. If this resonated, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys.